In Colorado Springs this summer, it is nature against city mowers, and the mowers are losing.
Yeah, today workers admitted they can't keep up with the grasses and weeds growing out of control because of our wet spring and summer. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison is live at a city park on the southwest side of Colorado Springs, where he's been tracking this one today.
And Scott, some people aren't happy with the lack of mowing and trimming at city parks.
No, they definitely are. And here at Jenkins Park, we can kind of show you some of what we mean. Not every park is entirely overgrown. You can see here at this park, there's a nice mowed section immediately behind me, but then in the background you can see how overgrown it is. Many parks do look like that this summer. Now, people understand that cutting down weeds and grasses is a bigger job than usual this year, but they say it shouldn't be neglected at one popular Northwest Side park where people want to see clearly what's coming and going. Tharp says she'll keep jogging through Ute Valley Park, but she won't bring her grandkids back.
And a couple of runners came out and cautioned me because they had seen a couple of rattlesnakes and were leery of me taking my grandkids in the park. So we only stayed on the big trail. There was a lot of tall grass.
A neighbor says the grass and weeds are higher than he's ever seen them. The city recently mowed a small section along a street so that drivers could see better, but the neighbor says it's not enough.
Well, I would think they'd come out once a month or once every 2 months, but like I said last week, it's the first time I've seen them come out here to do any kind of maintenance.
Only about a third of the city's mowing is done by the Parks and Rec Department. The rest is hired out to private contractors, and most of the time that's enough until you get a wetter than normal year like this one. And this year, the Park and Rec Department is having to devote more of its own resources to try and cut all of this green down to size.
We're just finishing probably the first round, or getting close to the first round of mowing a lot of areas. So I would say we're probably 3 to 4 weeks behind what we normally would have been.
He says workers are mowing areas they've never had to before because of all the growth. Workers hope they can cut down more vegetation before it dries up and becomes a fire hazard. And no one wants to see that happen for sure. Now, the city says it will respond to problem areas if it gets calls about them. And workers ask that you be patient until more progress is made. There's still a lot more progress to go, as you can see. We're live on the southwest side of Colorado Springs. Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.